When I asked my girlfriend why she didn't invite me to her graduation ceremony, she shouted in front of everyone, "My parents don't like you. They like my ex." I simply said, "I understand." When she left for the ceremony, I packed all my things and walked away. When she returned, a shocking scene was waiting for her. Later that night, her father called me in a trembling voice and said, "Where are you? My daughter is saying strange things." I'm 28, been with Adriana for 3 years. We lived together for the past year and a half in a modest apartment downtown. I thought we were building something real. The graduation invitation thing started 2 weeks before the ceremony. I noticed she'd been dodgy about the details, changing the subject whenever I asked about logistics. We were having coffee one morning when I finally pressed her about it. "So, Saturday at 2 p.m., right? Should I pick up your mom's flowers beforehand or—" "Actually," she cut me off, stirring her cup too aggressively. "Maybe it's better if you don't come." I set down my phone. "What? It's going to be crowded, and there's limited seating, and—" "Adriana, we've been planning this for months." I took the day off work. She wouldn't look at me. That's when I knew something was deeply wrong. The next few days were tense. She'd come home from her final exams and barely speak to me, just scroll through her phone with this distant look. When I'd reach for her hand while watching TV, she'd pull away after a few seconds. "Did your professor like your final project?" "Yeah." "Want to celebrate? We could go to that Italian place you like." "I'm tired." "Adriana, talk to me. What's going on?" "Nothing. I'm just stressed." "Stop hovering." I wasn't hovering. I was watching my girlfriend disappear in front of me. 2 days later, her parents came over for dinner. I'd met them maybe 5 times in 3 years. Always brief, always cold. Her mother, Patricia, barely spoke to me. Her father, Richard, had this way of looking past me like I was furniture. I'd made lasagna, set the table nice. Adriana was tense the entire meal, laughing too loud at her father's bland comments about the weather. "So," Richard said, cutting his food with surgical precision, "Adriana tells us you work in IT support." "System administration, actually. I manage." He nodded like I'd confirmed something disappointing. "Nathan was in finance." "Very ambitious young man." "Nathan?" "Her ex. The one she dated through most of college." Adriana's face went pale. "Dad, please." "Just making conversation," he said mildly. "Nathan's doing very well for himself. Just bought a place in River Oaks." Patricia chimed in, her first real contribution to the evening. "Such a shame how things ended between you two. You were so good together." I felt Adriana's hand squeeze mine under the table, but she said nothing. Absolutely nothing. Richard continued, oblivious or indifferent to the tension. "He's been asking about you, actually. Saw your mother at the country club last week." "That's nice," Adriana said weakly. "We always thought you two would end up married," Patricia added. "He comes from such a good family." I set down my fork. "I'm sitting right here." Richard finally looked directly at me. "Of course. No offense intended. Her ex-boyfriend isn't just an old friend." "Theo," Adriana said quietly, warning in her voice. "What? Am I supposed to sit here while your parents reminisce about how perfect your ex was?" Patricia's expression went cold. "There's no need to be rude." "I'm being rude. I cooked dinner, and now I'm listening to you talk about how great your daughter's ex is. At our table." "It's my apartment," Adriana said, so quietly I almost missed it. The table went silent. Richard and Patricia exchanged a meaningful look. "Well," Richard said, standing up, "I think we should be going." They left within 5 minutes, Patricia giving Adriana a long hug while completely ignoring me. Richard walked out without a word in my direction. After they left, Adriana just started doing dishes, moving too fast, clattering plates. "Are you going to talk about what just happened?" "They're old-fashioned. They don't mean anything by it. Your dad literally compared me to your ex at our dinner table. Just drop it, okay? You're being sensitive. How long have you known they don't like me?" She spun around, dish soap dripping from her hands. "What do you want me to say? That my parents don't like you? Fine. They don't. They think I could do better. They think Nathan was better for me. Are you happy now? Have you been hiding me from them this whole time? I didn't want to deal with their judgment. So instead of standing up for me, you just kept me hidden? It's not that simple." "It really is, Adriana." She didn't respond, just kept washing dishes that were already clean. Over the next week, she started spending more time at the library, coming home at 10 or 11 p.m., going straight to bed. One night, I woke up at 2 a.m. to find her texting someone in the bathroom. I heard her laugh, that soft laugh she used to give me. Who were you texting? I asked the next morning. Lauren. She's having boy problems. At 2 a.m. She works late shifts. Why are you interrogating me? The morning of her graduation, I woke up to find her already dressed, makeup done, phone glued to her hand. She was texting someone and smiling in a way I hadn't seen in weeks. You look beautiful, I said. She barely glanced up. Thanks. So, are we really not going to talk about this? She sighed like I was exhausting her. Talk about what? About me not being invited to watch you graduate. About your parents treating me like I'm beneath you. About Nathan somehow still being relevant. That's when her face changed. She set her phone down with a sharp click. Fine. You want to know? My parents don't like you. They don't think you're good enough for me. They think I'm wasting my time with someone who has no real ambition, no family money, nothing to offer. They like Nathan. They've always liked Nathan. And honestly, she grabbed her purse. Sometimes I think they might be right. The words hung in the air between us. I understand, I said quietly. She blinked, thrown off by my calm. What? I understand. You should go. Don't want to be late. That's it. That's all you're going to say. What do you want me to say, Adriana? You just told me everything I needed to know. I'm just being honest. You're always saying you want honesty. There's honesty, and then there's cruelty. She stood there another moment, waiting for me to fight or beg. When I didn't, she left, slamming the door hard enough to rattle the picture frames. I sat there for about 5 minutes, staring at the coffee table. Then I got up and started packing. It took me 3 hours to pack everything. Clothes, books, my gaming setup, personal documents. The apartment was under her name, her parents' money. I'd been paying half the rent, but my name was nowhere on the lease. Just like I was nowhere in her real life. I loaded my car in 4 trips. The apartment looked hollow when I was done. I left my keys on the kitchen counter next to a note that just said, "Good luck with everything. Theo." I didn't block her number. Didn't send a dramatic text. Just left. I crashed at my buddy Leo's place. He lived across town, had a spare room. Dude, what happened? He asked, helping me haul boxes upstairs. Got uninvited from her graduation because her parents like her ex better. And you just left? What else was I supposed to do? He didn't have an answer for that. Around 7 p.m., my phone started blowing up. 12 missed calls from Adriana. 20-something texts ranging from confused to angry to panicked. Where are you? This isn't funny. Your stuff is gone? Theo, answer me. My parents are asking where you are. Why would you just leave like this? I didn't respond. I was sitting on Leo's couch, eating takeout pizza, trying to figure out how to feel. Angry, sad, relieved? Mostly I just felt tired. Around 9 p.m., I got a call from an unknown number. Richard. Hello. Theo? Where are you? Adriana she's saying strange things. She's very upset. We need to talk. I don't think we have anything to talk about, Richard. Listen, I know we may have been. Perhaps we weren't as welcoming as we should have been, but this is serious. She won't stop crying. We came over to celebrate and found the apartment half empty. She told me this morning that you don't think I'm good enough for her. That you think she's wasting her time with me. Were you or were you not aware of this? Long silence. That's not exactly. Did you or did you not say those things to her? We may have expressed concerns about your financial situation, but we never told her to end things. You didn't have to. You just made it clear every time you saw us that I wasn't good enough. And she listened. Theo, be reasonable. Running away isn't. I'm not running away. I'm walking away from a relationship where I was never going to be enough. Where your daughter was ashamed of me. She's not ashamed of you. She didn't invite me to her graduation ceremony. Richard, think about what that means. Wait, Theo, please. I hung up. 10 minutes later, Adriana called from her mother's phone. Theo, please, just talk to me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. I picked up. Stressed about what? About hiding me? About being ashamed of me. I'm not ashamed of you. You didn't invite me to your graduation. You let your parents trash talk me. You told me they might be right about me not being good enough. What am I supposed to think? I didn't mean it like that. I was overwhelmed, and they put so much pressure on me, and you chose them over me. Every single time. That's not fair. You know what's not fair? Spending 3 years with someone who treats you like a secret. I met your parents 5 times in 3 years. You never stood up for me when they compared me to your ex right in front of my face. I was trying to protect you from their judgment. No, you were protecting yourself from having to choose. Theo, please. Where are you? Can we just talk face to face? No. What do you mean no? I mean I'm done, Adriana. I packed my stuff. I left my keys. I'm not coming back. You can't just break up with me over the phone. You broke up with us when you uninvited me from the most important day of your life because your parents like your ex better. I'm just making it official. She started crying, that hyperventilating kind of crying that used to make me drop everything. Theo, please, I love you. I just made a mistake. Please don't do this. If you loved me, you would have defended me. Once. Ever. In 3 years. I will. I'll tell them right now. Please just come back. It's too late. It's not too late. It is for me. Goodbye, Adriana. I hung up and turned off my phone. Leo found me on the couch around midnight. You okay, man? I don't know. He sat down, handed me a beer. For what it's worth, you did the right thing. Nobody should make you feel like you're not enough. I turned my phone back on the next morning to 47 notifications. Most were from Adriana, but one message caught my attention. It was from Nathan. Hey man, Adriana's parents gave me your number. Look, I don't know what happened between you two, but she's pretty messed up. Maybe just talk to her. I stared at that message for a long time. Her parents gave her ex-boyfriend my number to try to convince me to come back. I blocked him immediately. Then I blocked her parents. Then, after a long moment of staring at her contact photo, I blocked Adriana too. Update 1. A week passed. I threw myself into work, hung out with Leo, tried to build a routine that didn't have Adriana-shaped holes in it. Then Leo came home one evening looking uncomfortable. Adriana showed up at my office today. Waited in the lobby until I came down. What did she want? She wanted to know where you were. Said it was urgent. She looked rough, man. What did you tell her? That I wasn't getting involved. She started crying in the lobby, but I didn't tell her anything. Good. She said she broke things off with her parents. Told them to stop contacting Nathan, that she chose you. I put my head in my hands. It doesn't matter. Doesn't it? Leo, she had 3 years to choose me. She didn't. Not when it mattered. 2 days later, I got an email. Adriana had found my work address. Theo, I know you don't want to hear from me, but I need you to know that I told my parents everything. I told them they were wrong about you, that I was ashamed of myself, not you. I told them if they couldn't accept you, they couldn't have me in their lives. My dad cried. My mom stopped speaking to me. I blocked Nathan. I moved out of the apartment. I'm at my friend Lauren's place now. I'm not asking you to come back. I just need you to know that I'm sorry, that you deserve better. Hey, I read it 3 times. Then I closed my laptop and didn't respond. A month went by. The anger faded into something quieter. I started seeing someone new, casual, nothing serious. Her name was Zoe, and she was a graphic designer who laughed at my terrible jokes and never made me feel small. One night, Leo and I ran into Adriana at a coffee shop. She saw me first. Theo, she said, her voice small. Adriana. Her friend grabbed her arm. Maybe we should. No, it's okay. She took a breath. How are you? I'm good. You? I'm getting there. She looked thinner, older somehow. I just wanted you to know I meant everything I wrote. I'm working on being better. Going to therapy. That's good. I'm glad. Awkward silence. Well, she said finally, I won't keep you. It was good to see you. She walked past us toward the door, then turned back. For what it's worth, you were always enough. More than enough. I was just too scared to see it. Then she was gone. Leo exhaled. That was heavy. Yeah. You okay? Yeah. I said and meant it. I really am. 3 months later, I got one final message from an unknown number. I saw on Leo's Instagram that you're seeing someone. She seems nice. I hope she treats you the way I should have. Take care of yourself, Theo. Hey. I stared at the message for a long time, then typed back. I hope you find what you're looking for. Take care. Then I deleted the thread and finally let go. Zoe asked me that night if I was okay. We were cooking dinner. Yeah, I told her. Just closing a chapter, you know? The ex. Yeah. She kissed my cheek. Good. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not their consolation prize. And for the first time in years, I actually believed it. Adriana graduated with honors, according to a mutual friend. Last I heard, she'd moved to another city, started working for some nonprofit, was still single. Her parents tried to reconcile, but she kept them at arm's length. Nathan got engaged to someone else. As for me, I'm still with Zoe. Moved in together last month. Her parents invited me to their house for Sunday dinner within 2 weeks of meeting me, treated me like family from day one. Sometimes I think about that morning Adriana left for her graduation. How calm I felt when I said, I understand. How I knew, in that moment, exactly what I had to do. Best decision I ever made was walking away from someone who couldn't see my worth. Second best decision was believing I deserved better. I don't hate Adriana. I hope she's figuring things out. But I don't think about her anymore. And that, more than anything, tells me I made the right choice. Last week, Zoe and I were at her parents' place for dinner. Her dad pulled me aside. You know, Zoe's really happy with you. I'm happy with her too. Good. You treat her right, and you'll always be family here. Family. Just like that. No tests, no comparisons. That night, lying in bed next to Zoe, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. Hey, Zoe whispered in the dark. You awake? Yeah. What are you thinking about? How lucky I am. She kissed my shoulder. Me too. And I meant it. Every word.